everyone and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I am back finally with another testing video. In today's video this has been a long awaited one. Today I am testing out Technic Cosmetics. You guys have heard me talk about it tons of times on my channel, so I thought finally it is time to test some old Technic, some brand new Technic products, and show you guys how it all performs on my face today. So my full face is made up of Technic makeup, so if you guys want to see how to get this look, then please keep watching. Also, I'll have all the links to Technic's social media, website, also where I buy my Technic, all down below, as well as any other information that I may have missed out. So I hope you guys enjoy the video and let's just get straight onto it. So I'm going to start off with my eyes first. I'm first going to take the Colour Fix Full Coverage Concealer just to conceal my eyelids, just because I don't have their primer. So I'm just going to conceal my whole lids with this concealer. I'm then going in with the Mega Nudes 4 palette, and I'm going to take the palest shade, which is this one here, and I'm just going to set my whole lid with it. This shade is matte. So I'm going to be taking the Mega Nudes 4 just for transitions, and then I'm going to be taking the Technic Electric palette, which is the colourful one, to do the actual look. So let's start with transition. This one has about 3 matte shades that I want to use, so I'm going to take this light brown matte shade and start running that in my crease. Now I'm going to take this deeper matte brown shade right here and do the same thing. Now I'm wanting to go for a pink halo eye today, so I'm going to be taking the Technic Electric palette that looks like this, and I'm going to start by taking this deep pinky shade and putting that in the inner and outer and also in my crease. So I'm starting off with the deeper pink shade, and I'm just going to build that up. Now I'm taking a flatter type of brush, and I'm just going to wet my brush and take that pink shade again and just pack it on the brush, and then sort of pack it on the inner and outer and just connect it up to the crease. I'm sort of just packing it in the crease as well, because they seem to be working better wet and with this brush. So I'll just let it dry and then I'll go in, blend it out again, and if I feel like I want to pack any more on the outer and inner, it's okay if you don't have a gap in the middle, we'll fix that anyway. I'm just going to go in and blend the edges out. And then with the light pink in the palette that is right next to the shade I used, I'm just going to wipe off that brush, that flat brush I just had, wet it again, and really pack the product on the brush, and then start packing it in the center of the lid. Okay, so I've just applied some false lashes. I just used these ones off eBay. Now it's time to use mascara. This is the Mega Lash. I really have been enjoying this mascara a lot. It's like $5 on eBay that I found it for. So I'm just going to use this to blend my falsies and natural lashes together. So the thing I like about this is that it is a super fat wand, and also it is a really wet formula, but some people don't like wet formulas, so if you don't like a wet formula, then you probably won't like this. Okay, so now that the eyes are halfway done, it is time to start on the face. I'm going to start with the primer. This is the Color Fix Correcting Primer. It just says it's an oil-free smoothing serum that color corrects red skin tones. So this one combats redness. There is also a pink one in a pink tube which is targeted towards blemishes, like blemish control. But this primer is honestly amazing. I have tested out this one. This is just what it looks like. It's like a thick, serum-y, as the name suggests. Smells amazing, like cucumber. But it just feels so soft on the skin. Definitely becoming a favorite of mine, that primer. I love it. So I'm just gonna let that sink into the skin for a little bit and then we'll be back. To add some glow to the skin, I'm going to use this Strobe FX cream. This one's in the shade Sunkissed. It just says it's a highlighting cream, so yeah, you could use it to mix it in with your foundation, underneath your foundation, on its own if you wish, but it's just like your metallic-y, glowy base. I probably put a bit too much on, but oh well. Tin Man status. Now I just want to mention to you guys that these Color Fix Full Coverage Concealers, this one is the one that combats redness, so good for if you have any redness. I'm not going to use it in this video, but you'll see this in a ton of videos. I've been loving this just because I put that glowy base on. I don't want to go and ruin it with this. However, I will use this other one for under my eyes when we get to it. But for foundation today, I'm actually going to take this Color Fix Concealer palette. Now, they do have foundation palettes like this. I just don't own it, so I thought I'm going to compromise and use the concealer one. I've swatched it, I've played around with it a bit. I think it's going to be amazing for foundation, if I'm honest. So if I really do fall in love with this, then I'm going to pick up the foundation palette. So I'm going to take these bottom two shades and mix them together, and I'm just going to use a flat brush for that. And then I'm just going to start drawing lines on my face with both colours. Now it is super creamy and pigmented, so I'll just do one half to start off with. And I'm actually going to take a Technic brush to blend it out. This is what their brushes look like. This is just an angled offer brush, I believe it's called something like that. So there is one half of my face done. Quick, easy, coverage is really good, as you can see. If you feel like you need coverage anyway, you can just simply go back into the palette, but I'm super impressed with this. Like, I didn't think I would like this as much as I do, so I definitely think I'm gonna pick up the foundation one. And because the foundation one has like cream contour shades as well, so yeah, and these palettes are super affordable. So my face is now done. I'm really happy with how that concealer palette worked. Obviously it'd be great for concealer as well, but I'm not going to use it for that. I'm definitely going to look into picking up the foundation palette, but I am going to use their Color Fix Full Coverage Concealer. This one says combats dark circles. Now this one is technically classed as a yellow shade, but it's like my perfect under eye shade. So if you've got skin tone like me, then you should be able to also get away with using this under your eyes. The only thing I don't like about this is the applicator. It's got one of those brush tip applicators, but the product is honestly so amazing that I can get over that. As you guys saw, the concealer blends out amazingly smoothly. It's honestly so good. So they have these Colourfix pressed powder palettes, or yeah, powder contour palettes. Now this one is Colourfix 2. I do own number 1. So yeah, I could use the banana shades out of these, or I'm going to show you another product, which is their color correcting setting powder. So this is obviously a banana powder, so I'm going to use this one. I love this product. And I'm just going to use that to set under my eyes with. For my whole face, I'm taking the Colourfix Water Resistant Pressed Powder. This one's in the shade Ochre. Now they do have a bunch of these. They've got a super fine matte one. They have just their standard Colourfix powder. This is just a really good standard pressed powder. To bring my face back to life, I'm going to use the Define and Highlight little contour kit. This one's in the shade Caramel. I'm obsessed with this bronzer. And also the highlights in these palettes are really good too. So I'm just going to use the bronzer to warm up my face. These are super pigmented too, so you've just got to be light-handed and careful, but the result they give off is so good. To contour, I'm going in with the Colourfix powder that I just showed you, and I'm going to take a mixture of these two contour shades. To bake, I'm taking their Technic Colourfix Loose Powder, another cult favourite of mine. Literally, most of these products that I'm showing you guys I love. So this one's in the shade Cafe Latte. So I'm just going to bake where I would normally bake with this. Now for brows, I have a bunch of their brow products, but none actually match me to the standard that I like. So I'm just going to show you guys them anyway, just in case you might be interested in picking them up. So they have just a standard pencil, brow pencil with a spoolie on one end and then your product on the other end with a built-in pencil sharpener in the lid. So that's a super affordable, great product, it just doesn't match me. They then have the brow gel, which again is a really nice brow gel, but it's not the right shade for me. I really did like this, however, I think I'd like it better in clear. They also have a brow boost pen, which this one is in like pitch black, but you get a concealer shade to carve out your brows underneath, which is awesome. And then you get your little pencil, eyebrow pencil type of thing. They also have Brow Pow, which is a little brow powder. Again, I'm not really a fan and it's not really my shade. So for my brows today, I'm just going to take a mixture of the two powders that I used in my crease at the beginning. Powders work just as well, and sometimes we gotta compromise. So that is just what I'm doing. So considering my brows weren't used with a proper brow product, I still think they turned out pretty good today, if I do say so myself. So just while the baking is just under my eyes still, I'm going to take the dark pink shade we used at the start, and I'm just going to run that underneath my lower lash line. Okay, so I've decided I'm going to take a little bit of blush. This is the Super Fine Matte Blush, and it's just... that's just the shade of it. So you get these pretty 3 different colors. I'm just going to put my brush in there. Just get a bit of life back to the cheeks. Just gives a really nice flusher colour. And then for highlighter, we have a few options. We have the Technic Get Gorgeous highlighters, which I own all 5 shades, but I'm thinking I'm going to mix these two together today for a bit of fun. They also have my beloved strobe kit. If you guys have been around on my channel for a long time, you know I hype about these strobe kits ridiculously. So I think I'm going to start with the strobe kit creams and just pop that on my cheeks. I might just use my beauty blender for this, just to start off with a bit of intensifying. So this one's in the shade Blush. There is also like a goldy shade one. So if you like a really intense blinding highlight, then definitely putting a cream base down before putting the product down helps heaps. So I'm gonna mix their original Get Gorgeous highlighter, and then I'm gonna mix that with one of their newer ones, which is called 24 Karat Gold. And I'm just hoping for the best here. So I'm just taking that on a fan brush. Yeah, that gives a nice colour. I actually really like that combo, something different. Super blinding, yes. And then for lips, I am taking one of their Juicy Sticks. This is the matte formula, and this is in the shade Bare Necessities. And I'm just gonna draw that on my lips. So this, you guys, is gonna wrap up my testing Technic video. I really hope you enjoyed. Please be sure to give it a big thumbs up if you did. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button while you are here if you want to check out more videos of mine. I'm definitely going to get back into the swing of doing more of these testing videos. I find them so fun and really fun to do, so it's just awesome. And then you guys can see how one full affordable brand looks on the face. So yeah, don't forget to check out Technic's links and where you can buy it all down below if you are into that and want to check it out. I love you guys so much, and I will talk to you in my next video. Bye, you guys.